Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to discuss language learning planning and how to plan out like a month, a quarter, a half year, etc., and make realistic language goals. And so, realistic language goals for me look different for you, for the next person you see on the internet, the next person you talk to, next polyglot you meet, etc. Everybody has different lives, and so the intensity of studies could be different. And so, with that being said, I want to focus on something that can benefit everybody. So, this is how I'm planning the month of August as a sample plan. And I want to use 4 languages for a sample plan just because that seems super relevant to me. And so let me get my calendar and then I will show you what I mean, and I will also share stuff from my notes app as well. So now I have my calendar with me, and I want to take a pen and tell you exactly what I did. So, welcome to my whiteboard. Um, as you can see, this is for the month of August, agosto, hachigatsu, and I just drew little designs up at the top, whatever. And I have my magnets to signify what day it is today and what day it is tomorrow. As you can see, it's finishing up July here, and up here. And then this starts August right here. And so what I do every day is move one of these markers over to the next to tomorrow and then move the previous one to that day. And I wrote some numbers. You see the numbers I've written right across here, or the R for review. I numbered my languages, and then I lettered my languages and decided to plan it out that way, just because it's a little bit more convenient for me, and also that it's a lot easier on my brain to handle and gives me like an objective focus for that day. And obviously things could change and numbers could change and vary just depending on my energy and what I'm feeling up to and also what I have going on. So yeah, that I wanted to show you that before I did the next part to this video, which is share like realistic goals. And so I want to share some of my some general goals I have um for language learning, because I feel like that's like high key important when it comes to language learning, is to sharing your goals. But I want to try to see if this would make realistic goals. So I have in my monthly agenda, let's take 4 languages: Hebrew, Spanish, Dutch, and Japanese, for example, okay? So for non-Roman scripted languages, obviously focus on the alphabet and whatnot. And if there's some basics that you need to go over, just focus on the basics. And if you have specific goals, like immersion goals, like I do have for Spanish, try to like focus on those specific goals. And like I have a more specific goal to immersion is to play and complete 1 video game in the month of August, which I'm already starting now, and I'll probably finish because I've played the game previously in English, so I'll probably finish it pretty quick. But who knows? It could probably take me a little bit longer, but that's totally fine. Um, And for example, like start working on grammar. If you haven't worked on grammar yet, you've worked on vocab, phrases, and stuff in statements. Maybe you can work on grammar and that type of thing. Like I have a specific goal for Dutch is to find and use YouTube lessons as like a form of accessible resources, obviously. Um and for like Japanese, like I have like specific goals like to move level books and start doing certain things and whatnot within the language. So, and since that's a review language, for example, I have Kana review, and Kana is hiragana and katakana for those who do not know that about Japanese. And so I'm reviewing that just so I can have like a little bit of a refresher, and I'm kind of using that as like kind of like my example for review. And then I have bulleted each language in my notes and given myself some pointers to mark off as I complete each one, or just backspace on them or whatever when I'm complete, or just like put a check mark next to them when I'm done. But yeah, that's kind of like where I've built my language goals. And obviously, if you have work, you can modify it to like 3 languages or 2 or even 1 if you're like in focus for like an exam like the JLPT or the TOPIK exam for Korean. Or if you are kind of like in between jobs or don't or unemployed or something, or you have varying circumstances with your job, or you don't, or you work part-time, maybe you can have some room to work on a second or third language. It just ultimately just depends on how you like to learn and whatnot, and obviously take break days as needed, because your mental and emotional health and your physical health are super important and are more important than language learning. As always, like take care of your health physically and mentally. um And one more thing about goal setting, it's okay if you do not meet your goals. I want to emphasize this because a lot of people get so down and hard on themselves for not beating their goals, or meeting their goals, beating their goals, accomplishing your goals, however you want to phrase it. And like you might accomplish one goal, but you might complete a different goal in a different area. And even if you don't complete any of your goals, like, and if you at least attempted, that's some good effort, and I will applaud you on that. Um, and one more thing when it comes to goal setting, when you goal set, have an idea of what things are possibly going to look like or change. So it can help you set goals that are easier to obtain, even if you don't obtain those goals. Like maybe set an easier goal for you to obtain instead of something that's going to be outlandishly hard. That is a suggestion from me, and I've seen a lot of polyglots do that as well. But yeah, that is my goals video. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I am sorry I have rambled on a little bit here and there, but I figured that I could give some of my fellow polyglots and language learners and multilingual individuals and language nerds and aspiring polyglots some insight on goal setting. And I will see y'all in the next video. And go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment any tips you have for language learning goals and goal setting in general. Um, and also follow me on Instagram and on Threads at diana.lingual. I will link them in the description box below. And yeah, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel for new updates. And I will see y'all in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.